So I don't really have an intro in mind for Bad Boys 2, so there's Foxy, fresh from her bath.
I'm clean AF.
Hey there, Internet Best Buddies, welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm Ray. Foxy's wandering around by my feet somewhere. And today we're going to be looking at Bad Boys 2. Kind of a weird choice out of nowhere, I know, but Amanda and I just had a date night where we showed how much we loved each other. And we had dinner, and we made cookies, and I was like, hey, you can pick a movie to watch. And she chose this movie. And I was like, why not talk about it? So, shockingly, this was actually the first time I'd ever seen Bad Boys 2. I'd seen, clips online, things like that, but I've never actually sat down and watched the movie. And I was really entertained. So while I have you all here at the beginning of the video, definitely go down and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the videos that I do put out. And my question for you guys this video is, are you excited for Bad Boys 3? Because I absolutely am. And if you do end up leaving a comment down below, down here, you'll be entered for a chance to win both codes for Bad Boys 1 and 2. I got them sitting right over there. One of the most entertaining cop duos returns amidst a drug war between the Russians, Haitians, and Cubans. Tensions are high as one of the pair wants to leave, while the other is hiding a secret romance between himself and a certain partner's sister. So the movie starts with a bang with an extremely entertaining shootout between the cops and a bunch of KKK members at a rally, which is where one of the drug busts happen. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are fantastic together, they have great chemistry, and they really play these characters in an extremely entertaining and fun way. The rest of the cast I found really enjoyable as well. Joe Pantoliano, again, is really great as the captain. I like him in the movies. The antagonist, Johnny Tapia, while being somewhat run-of-the-mill as far as action movie bad guys go, had some really entertaining moments, and he was fun to watch. Gabrielle Union gives a pretty good performance, but I felt that she was extremely underutilized, and to that extent, kind of felt unnecessary. I really wish she had a more prominent role than just being somewhat of a confliction piece between Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, and also being pretty much the only reason we go down to Cuba in the movie. I really wish they just would have given her more to work with, and maybe a little more screen time. Peter Stormare, someone I really enjoy seeing in movies, but he was kind of unnecessary, which is a shame, because I really like him. The scene in his nightclub with the flashing lights, you guys know I hate flashing lights, super obnoxious, and legitimately painful to watch at times. And also, really cool to see Michael Shannon as one of the rednecks. That was really interesting and unexpected. Love Michael Shannon. So the movie features non-stop action, it feels like, between its various shootouts and a really cool car chase, which I really liked. The violence is gratuitous and over the top and unnecessary, but that's just super cool and fun for me. I really liked that. My only real problem as far as the action goes is there's a lot of shaky cam, and I'm not a huge fan of shaky cam at all. I want to be able to see what I'm actually, supposed to be seeing, and the amount of shaky cam in this movie during some of the shootouts made it a little hard to keep track of what was actually going on. Honestly, my biggest problem with the movie is its length, because it's almost 2.5 hours long. I personally thought it was far too long, and I thought some sequences either should have been trimmed down or maybe even cut entirely. Amanda and I, while watching the movie, got to a point where you think they're about to do their final, raid on the drug compound in Miami, and we're like, dope, this is gonna be the end of the movie, we're gonna wrap it all up, this is gonna be super intense. And while it was fun to watch, we still had the whole trip to Cuba to go, and about 45 minutes. So, too long. By the time the movie was done, we were actually really tired, and I think that may also have had to do with the fact that we were done with the movie by 11 o'clock, and we're old people and we go to bed kind of early. But yeah, I think the movie's a little too long. So I wasn't really a fan of the first Bad Boys, just with how 90s cliche it is, as far as an action movie goes. But with this one, Michael Bay definitely found his sort of iconic style that we all know him for, with the sweeping shots and the way he shoots his vehicles and his action. It was really cool. Also, he pulls a Shyamalan in cameos in the movie, so there's that. While the movie is a time investment, and honestly a fairly long one at that, it's still an action-packed joyride that does not disappoint and is definitely worth a watch. Bad Boys 2 gets a 7 out of 10. So for me, the movie's leaps and bounds better than the first one, and I'm really glad Amanda chose this as the movie we were going to watch during date night, because even though I really wanted to watch the movie, I just needed that extra push to actually sit down and commit to it. So that's my review for Bad Boys 2, everyone. As always, thanks for watching the video. It means a great deal you're continuing to watch the videos that I do put out. Again, definitely go down and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the videos that I do put out. Give the video a like, and share with a movie-loving friend. And also let me know if you're excited for Bad Boys 3, so you have a shot at winning those Bad Boy 1 and 2 codes. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.